Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Brem Report with your free Thursday night football previews and prediction for week number 2 of the NFL season. The game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your week. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Brem Report. You can get the Brem Report each and every day right here at atsstats.com. And if you want to kick the tires and try the Brem Report Lite version, go to the website, click on matchups right here, and then once you get to the matchups, you get the free Brem Report Lite version. You get all the stats and trends, the law of average theories, also the records, and some nice stats and trends at the bottom right here, and we'll get to some of those trends in just a few minutes. All right, before we get to your pick on Thursday night between the Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings, and you can see here in week number 1, it was the week of the underdogs. 56.3% of the dogs won in week 1, and they covered 68.8% of the games. And when it came to the over-under, and I said this, if you listen to the podcast, I think this is going to be the year of the defenses. I think the defense coordinators have caught up to all these RPO, air raid offenses, and I think you're going to see a lot of great defenses this year. And in week number 1, 75% of the numbers backed up that theory. So we'll see what happens in week number 2. All right, let's go to the Eagles against the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Vikings going in this one off a loss at home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2017 was the final, while the Eagles 25-20 win against the New England Patriots. They got off to a good start, and then New England settled down, but made it closer than it should have been. But going into this game, the Eagles a 7-point favorite against Minnesota. Is that an overreaction? We'll see when we get inside the numbers. 49 is the total. ATS forecast system play going to go with the Eagles in this one. 30.7 to 19.3. The over-under landing on 50.1. So we do have the Eagles winning by 11. And we got this game going over the total. Looking at the line value on this game, I did have the Philadelphia Eagles minus 6.7 as my line. So right there with the bookmaker. So if you like Philadelphia, fair market value. And if you like the Minnesota Vikings, I had them listed at 5.9. And you're getting plus 7, so you're getting value with the Minnesota Vikings. And the way I come up with this number is anytime the Eagles are at home, last 10 games against a team with a losing record, and so far Minnesota does have a losing record, strength of schedule plays a big part in my handicapping. And you can see that's the average line for those teams. Now, the chances of winning this game straight up does favor Philadelphia at 82.1% compared to only 10.3 for the Minnesota Vikings. And looking at the other numbers, anytime Philadelphia is at home against those C-type teams, 6-3-1. We don't put the push right there, but it's 6-3-1, 6-4 against the number, 5-5 when it comes to the over. And when Minnesota's on the road against an A-type team, a team with a 60 or higher win percentage, look at the over/under. 70% of those games have gone over the total. And if you like Minnesota, be careful. They don't do well in this stadium. In their last 10 trips to Philly, they are 2-8 straight up, 2-8 against the number, and 4-6 to the under. But I do like the over in this game. Now, they did play last year, and it was a 24-7 victory for Philadelphia. Do I see the same type of number? Probably not. But I do like the over in this one. And let me see here. I saw Philadelphia week 2, I believe. We're coming off a road win. Where was it? 12-5 to the over. And there it is. Anytime Philadelphia's at home coming off a win, 12-5 to the over the last 3 years. So I'm going to play this one over the total. I think Philly wins. I kind of agree with the computer pick here at 30 to 19. So it does land on 50.7. Anytime you get these isolated games, Sunday night football, Thursday night, Monday night football, the line I find is pretty sharp. So we'll see where the late line movement